This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. Understanding the Dreams You Dream by Ira Milligan and Judy Milligan. Preface. The first publication of Understanding the Dreams You Dream was barely complete when I began receiving requests for more detailed information on the subject. I immediately began making notes toward a future revision, and happily, at the very first reprint, Destiny Image has seen fit to enable me to revise it. It is not surprising that the first edition received such a response. Almost everyone who obtains even a little knowledge of this subject immediately desires more. My own intense hunger for an understanding of dream interpretation was awakened when the Lord answered one of my Bible study questions with a dream. After that first experience came an earnest study of God's Word concerning dreams, and from that came a better understanding of how to interpret them. An account of that first dream and its interpretation can be found in the introduction. From the beginning, I have approached dream interpretation from a biblical standpoint, so I have used both the Bible and my experience as a Christian and minister in the writing of this book. Therefore, at the onset, I would like to clearly state that every dream is not from God. The Scriptures declare this, "For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by multitude of words." Ecclesiastes 5:3. In this verse, a fool's voice is equated to an idle dream, and as we know, God's voice is certainly not that of a fool. Also, there are other scriptures that speak of dreams in a negative context. This is why I feel that a word of caution is necessary when advising people to pay attention to their dreams. But, as humans, we tend to err to extremes. We tend to believe either that dreams are just so much nonsense, coming from eating too much, or that all dreams are important and that every symbol has a meaning. Ecclesiastes 5:1-7 is a caution against just such extremes, both in word and in dreams. My personal experience has been that most dreams are indeed meaningful and helpful, although not all. Having said that, I must also quickly add that I have found that most dreams are from God. As such, they are an accurate reflection of our individual situations. But they are symbolic. Because dreams are symbolic, they appear meaningless. If, in an attempt to understand them, an individual tries to consult one or more of the books available on this subject today, he or she will often be left mystified. The primary obstacle most dreamers must overcome to be able to understand their dreams is symbolism. To solve this problem, most authors instruct their readers to meditate on their dreams, which is good advice, yet it is simply not adequate. These authors usually provide the reader with some examples of what their own dreams have meant to them. But even though personal examples are both interesting and informative, they are quite limited in their application. It is certainly true that through meditation, much can be understood about our dreams. But I have found that when most Christians are told to meditate on their dreams, they do not have the foggiest notion of where to begin. Consequently, I have approached this problem 3 different ways: specific, detailed directions on how and upon what to meditate, personal examples of dreams from my own experience, and a practical dictionary of symbol definitions. It has been my experience that it is better to give one's students a place to begin meditating rather than to simply tell them to meditate, hence the symbol dictionary. I have found that a symbol dictionary enables most Christians to begin discerning God's voice immediately. I have had excellent feedback from readers of the first edition of Understanding the Dreams You Dream. In fact, some of the new symbols in this revision are the direct result of some of their questions and comments. Additionally, I have attempted to present in this book both normal and the not-so-normal dream situations. To apply only one type of dream interpretation to all dreams is to be as inflexible as restricting each symbol to only one possible definition. For instance, because all dreams are not parables, an attempt to apply parabolic interpretation to a dream that is not a parable is an exercise in futility. As with the first edition,
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.